So what's going on, everyone? I'm Violent. I'll be your guide today. Welcome to GRIZZ Zombies. You're going to get everything in this video, the entire plant tutorial guide, everything you want. You want to know how to grow fruit plants, you want to know how to do the imprint, I got you covered, man. But we're going to start very simply talking about the green water segment that you're going to find right behind Lab B. There is green water, there is blue water, there is purple water. Locations are Lab B, Lab A, and in the bunker. Now there's a special water as well called rainbow water that did take a long time for people to find. Location is in the sewers, and I'm going to cover that later. But we're going to go over the green water. Yeah, this green water will allow you to make a crawler saver. At the end of the round, it's considered a babysitter is the actual term. You're going to need to plant a seed and water this, and then at the end of the round, starts a new round, you're going to need to water it again. And this is the same concept in which you're going to need to know for all the plants. Now this is considered the babysitter. This is a claw plant, and it will save a zombie or a spider. I wanted to give you the spider footage because reassurance, you know what I mean? You're reassured that this works. So that is the green water. Now with blue water, you're going to need to go to the back of Lab A in order to get that. Okay, Lab B is on the whole other side, and that's where green water is. This is the same concept for 3 rounds. You're going to need to water this sucker, okay? And so all you do is drop the blue water onto the plant, and it even gives you an activation thing. And then once it's done, you'll know it's done because it blinks at you, and then you can't plant any more water. So blue water does spawn power-ups. If you only do blue water and nothing else, you're going to get power-ups. I'm doing this video in a certain order so that way you understand exactly what each one does. So we're going to go through the solids first of green, blue, and then purple. You're going to notice here this is still blue, and we have a power-up. Okay, so blue is just power-ups, and before we talked about green just being the babysitter. Now we're moving on to purple. If you go ahead and go into the bunker, it is just beyond the perk machine right next to Pack-a-Punch on the right when you first buy the door. That is where you get your purple location. But, you know, find a plant, water it 3 times with purple, and we're going to be showing you what you get here. It's a weird plant, and it takes zombies' heads off. I don't actually have a term for this plant except for the purple zombie eater. I don't know. Call it the zombie eater because that's what it does. It attracts zombies to it, and if you're standing around it, you can actually have quite a bit of protection, except if you're bringing your last zombie there. It's going to end that round for you. So be very careful with that. So we're going to move in now to these 5 chapters that I got. First one we're going to talk about is rainbow water. I'm going to show you very quickly what you got to do when you go down into the sewers. It's the second green segment of blue lights right here at the very end. You're going to actually hold X or square, and that's going to allow you to get rainbow water. So we're going to plant that 3 times and see what we get. Now, you can go back and see what I just explained, or go ahead and check out my entire compilation video on this Easter egg and go into further detail on it as well. Links in the description box below. But if you take rainbow water and just plant rainbow water on a plant, what's it going to do? That is a big question. Now we have green water, we have blue water, we have purple water. It's going to spawn one of those. One of these 3, it's going to spawn when you plant down just a normal plant with rainbow water. You're going to get one of the 3 to pop up, okay? So chapter 2 here, we're going to move into imprint plants. This is like aftertaste. Somewhat, this gives you an extra life. And so this is really cool. But the trick to this is only blue water, okay? Just use blue water and use the KT4. When you use the KT4, you're going to see a little green glow around it. And so we plant like 2, 3, 4, as many seeds as we got. Just use blue water and the KT4 on it. And it's going to look like this, but you're going to get power-ups sometimes. Okay? So if you get power-ups or something like that, don't freak out. Doesn't mean you did it wrong. It just means that it takes a few times for it to spawn. Okay? So you're noticing we did 2 plants that we wasted until we got the one that was the imprint. So this is the imprint. This is what it looks like. It looks like an egg. When you go ahead and push X or square on it, I'm going to have Rage do it here in a second. And it's going to get big. And that's everything that you have on you currently is going to save at that point. And when you go down and die, that is the effect. So in this match in particular, we actually were going for the Easter egg. I imprinted in this area. This is the Division 9 area. And because I did that, the result of when I died in the boss round is I came out of this area, respawned into the boss round, and just like that, baby, we won. We got the Easter egg, Seeds of Doubt. So, Chapter 3, Missile plants. This is very important for the Easter egg. You're going to need to know how to grow this plant in particular. So I wanted to bring it to you guys with the best explanation I know how. Go ahead and plant a seed. Go ahead and use the Mesommune, the upgraded KT4, or you can also use the regular KT4. A lot of people are going to tell you you only need the Mesommune. That's not true. What you need to do is the same thing that we just did for the imprints. Okay? Now in one of these pods is actually going to be our missile. This is just an Easter egg step, and I wanted to put this in the tutorial because it deals with planting. I went through a lot of trial and error to make Chapter 4 happen. This is fruit plants, and you're going to need a seed, man. You're going to need some green water, blue water, and then purple water. So in that order, specifically, you're going to get yourself a fruit. Why are fruits great? What do fruits do that make this game so great? Well, in Black Ops 3 Zetsubou no Shima, you get free perks from these fruits, and sometimes you puke and you don't get nothing, but the order is green water, blue water, purple water. So you're going to see I'm ending on purple water here, and the location of our fruit is actually changing. I did plant 2 or 3 of them, and that's what I recommend for you to do as well. Now you're going to see here that I'm going to get stamina up from this, and you just eat the fruit, and that is actually one of the trials. So if you have that as one of your trials, this can help you, okay? That is the fruit plant. Chapter 5, the mysterious underwater plant. Now this plant is when you go down and you get the part for the KT4. As you're going to get it, there's a plant. You need to illuminate the wall during the Easter egg, break up that wall, and right here is a location actually you can plant a seed. In here you get a part for the upgraded KT4, but what happens after that? What happens after the Mesommune's built and this pot still remains? I went down here and checked it out because it just grows a root. Second trial, I went another 3 rounds to give this another try. And I planted all 3 times. Gives you another root. So if you're wondering what happens in this plant, not shit. So that is the full plant tutorial. I hope you guys learned something today. I did try really hard on my Easter egg compilation for Zetsubou no Shima. So if you give me the time of day, go ahead and check that out in the description box below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm Violent, and I'm out.